The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Bruce Lee. My friends, you gain that laser-like focus by practice. Each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes, that's all we ask. If you will just stick with us, if you will practice trade and learn these charts, you can master it too. How long does it take? As long as it takes. What do the experts tell us? 10,000 hours? Oh no, take this special course. You'll learn super tricks that I'm going to teach you because what? I'm not making enough money with these special tricks, so I have to go tell people, come on, my friends, don't fall for the lies. You've got to put in the time and the energy to figure this out. And the sooner you start, the sooner you will get it. How do you get it? You get it on the job training, practice trading each and every day. And it's fun. I love the markets. I love them each and every day. Patreon members, thank you for supporting our work. That is all we do. We got Patreon members that support us in what we do here, and we bring all this to you for free every day. If you appreciate what we do, support us. The things you support tend to stay around. Let's jump into these charts. Everything down for the day. Stocks down big. Let's look first at the S&P 500. We had that nice little trade last week. Wasn't it beautiful? Up and out 2.32%. I loved it. We crossed over the 200 EMA, waited for the right time, had it go from red to green, jumped in 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Bam! Within the course of 1, 2, 3.5 days, we tagged it. Then, of course, what happened? Things rolled over. They went red and then flat and then down for the last 2 days, Friday and Monday. What are we doing? We're watching to see when it's going to penetrate the 200 EMA and give us the ability to jump in. Right now, we have a red STC on the half-day chart. 2-day chart, still green on the STC above the 200 EMA, but it is coming down. This latest candle is a nice strong red one, but one red down candle on the 2-day chart doesn't mean everything's collapsing. Look at this week after weeks. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 really strong weeks, 5 weeks altogether of up movement. And then boom, starting off Monday, very weak, still green on the STC. Again, one day, one start off for the week. Actually, 2 days of down movement, Friday and then this Monday. But a red candle forming up here for this week doesn't mean it's all over, but it does make us pay attention. So we'll keep an eye on things, see where they go, and see when our next opportunity is to jump in. Hell, things could bounce off the 200 EMA and go up again, and we'll be ready to go. So let's wait, watch, and see. What about the NASDAQ 100 now? It's already touched it in the morning, penetrated it in the afternoon, at least with the wick heading down. Red STC, remember we jumped out here and made, I'm trying to remember, looks like it disappeared on me. I charted that out. It was like 0.9 something percent. Things went up and then rolled over. We cashed out that morning and made a little bit. Didn't let us make that 3.47% that we had hoped to make. But you know what? Not all trades work, and it's nice to take a little cash off the table. Things are heading down now, red on the half-day STC on the NASDAQ 100. Where are we on the 2-day? Boom, it was pushing through, and then look at that, slamming right back through the 200 EMA on the 2-day chart. Still green on the STC. That's important to note. What do we see on the weekly? Again, after several weeks of up movement, pulling over, heading down. STC, though, is still green, so we'll pay attention. Means that we're plus 14. Well, we're about to go over, but at this point, we'll keep an eye on things in the success multiplier formula, see what it tells us as we continue to move through. Needless to say, not in a down move, not in an up move. We're in a flux. We're waiting for the market to settle out, either bounce off that 200 EMA, go below it, give us a pullback, and then rotate over so we can jump in. Let's look at 20-year bonds. They touched back on the morning of August the 2nd, touched the 200 EMA and then just sort of shied away from it. Heading down since then. Sloppy on the STC, no jumping in point for us with it going down for a day, up, then down, then up, then down, then sideways and down. We'll wait for things to shake out so we can find a way to jump in. What about the 2-day? Boom, it is finally rotating over, going down this latest 2-day candle, heading down. Interesting to see. Where are we when it comes to the 200 EMA? Well below it on the 2-day. Remember, bonds have just trended down for a long time, so it's gone red. What about the weekly? It's not gone red yet, but it also is well below the 200 EMA. We'll wait for that to settle out, and again, we're just waiting on this half-day chart to give us a good STC so we can pull the trigger on a down move. If indeed that occurs, when it does, we'll be ready. Now, let's move on to gold. Where are we in gold? Gold down for the day 0.66%. By the way, bonds down 0.34%. Gold down 0.66%. Of course, we had the successful gold trade last week, down 1.58%. That was nice to see. It's continued to move on down, still in the red. That is on the half day. The 2-day is still green, although we're going into what? 3 2-day down candles, getting stronger, waiting for that to rotate over below the 200 EMA. What about the weekly? Well, the weekly had bounced off the 200 EMA back on the weeks beginning the 11th and the 18th of July, popped up, green spinning top, and then popped up for 2 weeks, and going into this second week now of down move. And we're going to penetrate going below the 200 EMA again. I don't know, maybe bounce off of it and back up, but we'll pay attention to what's up with gold. We had that successful trade. I know some of you all, sold half your position, stayed in it. Some of you just stayed in. Again, I take my money, take it, jump out, and I'm done because there's a million things to trade. I'm going to use my 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio based on what? The average true range telling me how to set it. Why does the average true range work so well in stocks that are trackable? Because it is the average of the true range of price movement. That is why we use it, because again, it's based on how price has been moving over the prior 14 days, or 14 time periods. Daily chart 14 days, half-day chart 7 days, 2-day chart 28 days. So anyway, that's where we are on gold. Lastly, we'll see where Bitcoin is. Now, of course, we had Bitcoin really hammering down this last week. Where do we see things now as Monday starts? Well, down in the morning, a little further down in the afternoon, overall down 1.07%. Now, this is not the 24-hour Bitcoin trading chart that you'll see at crypto exchanges. This is the VanEck ETF, one of the 3 Bitcoin ETFs that are traded in the markets. It's an ETF. You don't have to go to a crypto exchange to buy it and to sell it. Trades like a stock. Good thing for you to practice if you're interested in Bitcoin. Now again, we see it's below the 200 EMA, heading down. What do we see on the 2-day? 2-day is still green, but look at that big down candle representing Friday and Monday. Big down candle. Again, waiting to see how Bitcoin's going to shake out. We look at the weekly. We'd had 4 weeks of trying to move up, and then red spinning top last week, red down candle we see as far as this week is starting. So Bitcoin, has it bottomed yet? Maybe not. We'll see. We're not back down to those most recent lows, but we'll keep an eye on things. Needless to say, I ain't going long in Bitcoin, not until it straightens its way out, moves above the 200 EMA on this half-day chart. And those who follow us with Charting Crypto, which of course you get early on Wednesdays as a Patreon supporter, you know how we've been looking at the weekly vertical crossovers, trying to do that and just not getting enough energy. We'll talk more about that for all our Patreon members on Wednesday. We'll release it to the rest of folks on Friday. That's where we are, folks. We so appreciate you being with us. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're looking forward to a great trading week, 10 to 15 minutes a day. That's all we ask. Thank you, Patreon members, for your support. God bless. All the best, my friends, from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.